This episode was brought to you by our generous patrons. Want to vote on the next game we play? Consider becoming a patron. And we are back.
Yeah, get a little more chaos and...
A little bit. I think the cops are generally like red vehicles in this game.
Yeah, anything that has a red mark or anything that's a red vehicle.
Yeah.
That's the Krimzon Guard.
Definitely the marker. Oh, I looked down at the map, didn't realize I was flying into somebody.
That's fine.
You think they're called the Krimzon Guard because they're red?
No. If they're red, it'd be spelled with a C. It's clearly spelled with a K. Therefore, it's
the color
cool.
cred.
Yeah,
K-R-E-D.
It's cred.
Yeah.
It's a credible color.
The money in this is credits with a K.
Yeah, exactly. I did see something earlier. We were talking about Star Wars: The Knights of the Old Republic being remade.
KOTOR, right?
Yeah, KOTOR being remade for the PlayStation, and there's a meme already on gaming. I was like, a game that was made exclusively for Xbox is now being exclusively re-released on the PlayStation.
Is
and just
that
has
how it worked
Palpatine
out?
from the prequels going, ironic.
It's all coming together.
It's like, prequel memes, you never cease to fail.
Good old gaming memes, man. Whoa.
Because, the original one was on Xbox and
I didn't
PC
know that.
exclusively.
I didn't know that.
It was one of the big selling points for Xbox, because it was one of their big titles at the beginning of the day. That just, other than Halo, like, that was one of their big games to their name.
That's cool. I didn't play a whole lot of Star Wars games, but I understand that some of them are really great and some of them are really bad.
The majority of Star Wars games are like Sonic the Hedgehog. They're not good. They're just not. A lot of people love TIE Fighter. A lot of people love Shadow of the Empire for the N64.
Was TIE Fighter the one on 64?
No, that's Rogue Squadron.
Rogue Squadron was the one where Rogue Squadron was the one that you
that was also on the
fought
GameCube
the
too.
AT-ATs, right? And you had to like tie them up. You had to like shoot their legs with a
with a bolo tie or whatever. I don't know.
Crap.
It's hard to say definitively yes because there were so many different Star Wars games that all allowed you to like fight. TIE Fighter, I believe, was for the PC.
I think there was a 64 one.
Well, there was a 64
that you flew around in one of the earlier levels, and I think you were fighting. Wow, Jesus, that actually got me a little bit. Fuck off.
No, there definitely are. Like Rogue One was probably that one if you're thinking about it.
There is something in the water.
But there was also there was a bunch of like prequel games for Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, where there was like, I think it was called Star Wars Starfighter, which like it had like the Naboo Starfighter, but I think it also went through other Star Wars games, but I don't remember I owned it.
I don't think I owned it. I think a friend did.
I want to say Rogue One was, not Rogue One, but Rogue... God, now my brain. There's so many.
There's so many, right?
Rogue Legacy, Rogue Galaxy, Rogue One.
It's almost like this Rogue genre might be catching on a little bit.
Rogue
What the hell? Why wasn't I shooting? That was weird.
Let me look it up. Star Wars Rogue Squadron, I believe.
I clicked the fire button like 3 times. I was like, hey, why is it not doing it? and then I got attacked.
I know there. I want to say before I look it up, I'm pretty sure there was an N64 one, but there was also the one for the GameCube, which was really popular as well. When it loads up. So yeah. 1998.
There's a freaking mine in the water.
The Rogue Squadron series.
It might.
Factor 5. This one?
I don't know. I'd have to see gameplay. I don't quite remember. It's like one of those childhood memories. You're like, am I even remembering this, or am I like? Oh, jeez, man. There we go. Yeah, maybe that.
Probably that.
Maybe that.
I mean, that's probably what you're thinking of.
I remember it being kind of like, you know how in Star Fox you had to You weren't on rails. You got to fly around in a certain area. Like I'm talking 64 Star Fox.
Yeah, and then there was Rogue Squadron too.
It was not that. Definitely not that.
I had that for the GameCube.
It had one that was
couldn't beat the first level.
There was AT-ATs out there, and I think it was the first or second level. You're flying around, and it was kind of like you're stuck in a big circular area, and you're trying to take out a bunch of AT-ATs.
That was definitely something that was in one of the
whatever you guys want to call them.
I gotta say Rogue Squadron. Let's see, Hoth level.
Hoth is the snow planet. I know things.
Like that was what it looks like on the GameCube.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
not
that was
GameCube,
it.
I mean in 64.
I'm pretty sure that was it.
Yeah, no, I mean Rogue Squadron's another one that a lot of people love. KOTOR is one of the bigger ones, and there's a handful here and there. Like, I love Jedi Power Battles. It's not a great game, but you got to play as like Plo Koon and Mace Windu and the different prequel Jedis like Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, and you kind of went through like
what the fuck am I doing here?
Think like a beat 'em up, but with Jedis and lightsabers, except
it sounded like it was almost like a fighting game.
Yeah, nah, it was more like a beat 'em up. Like it had like fighting game combos you could unlock, but it was more like Soul Calibur style, where it was like square, square, X, triangle type of deal, or triangle, wait, triangle again.
Like, I get you. Okay.
I don't know how well it plays to this day. I just remember me and my brother really liked it. It was kind of annoyingly hard, and we never did beat it, but we tried a lot of times.
Wee! Oh! Didn't do it at the height. Yeah!
Got him.
I wish some of these had the text underneath the closed captioning.
Yeah,
because it's a little. They keep putting the. It's a little quiet, and they keep putting the filter effect on it. So I'm hearing
it's a little hard to understand. But yes, I know there's a lot of good Star Wars games out there. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like Sonic, there's a handful of really good ones that a ton of people like. And there's a couple where people are like, not that great. I know a lot of people love Jedi Academy back in the day. Never played it.
I think I've only played like 2 Star Wars games, so a lot of these are just names to me.
I played so many games.
Like I couldn't understand anything he said there. He was just like, even when we got quiet, it was like, oh, okay,
there was
something's happening.
One that was for the GameCube where you got to play as the clone troopers.
GameCube Clone Troopers. I remember the one where I think you're playing as.
I don't remember what it was called.
I remember there was one where you're playing as like a Boba Fett type of character, and you had to go through the sewers, and there was the sewer monsters, and it was terrifying.
Well, there was a Jango Fett game too.
It might have been that then.
Jango Fett game. I don't remember people really loving that one, so I mean, I don't know. But LucasArts put out a lot of different Star Wars games back in the day. Just when people talk about like the nostalgic ones, the ones that really stand up there as like all Star Wars fans that did play are like, this is the shit, this is the one. It tends to be KOTOR, TIE Fighter. I think that's like, I think those are the biggest like ones people stand. Like there's other ones obviously that like will have a fond place in people's memories, and I'm probably
it all depends too on like, you know, what systems you had, and
like the Super Star Wars games too. People like those as well from the Super Nintendo. The Star Wars Super Nintendo games, yeah.
Geez.
But they were called Super Star Wars and Super Star Wars 2.
I don't think I've ever heard of those. Okay.
I had the first one. It was a lot of fun back in the day. Like, it was kind of cool because it was your typical like side scroller video game where you attack stuff and eventually Luke would unlock the lightsaber, but you also got to play as like Chewbacca and Han Solo, so like it would switch
the bowcasters and stuff.
It would swap up. So like as a Star Wars fan and being a kid, you're like, this is really cool because
I love this.
I get to play as these characters. The games are impossibly hard and you couldn't beat them, but that didn't matter because it was all Super Nintendo games. Like
it didn't matter because that was pretty typical.
That was pretty typical. You just assumed you weren't going to finish a lot of games. That wasn't really the point.
Some of them, yeah, you can accept that you're just like, nah, I'm never gonna beat this.
Maybe that's why I
can put time in and try, but this is very frustrating.
I mean, maybe that's why I like RPGs so much, because back in the day, you knew you'd beat that game.
Oh yeah.
If you put in enough time, you would win. I don't care how much time I put into Super Star Wars, I knew I was going to beat it.
That's probably why. I have the same intentions, I think.
It's like, shit. Because some of those platformers like Super Star Wars were so like, oh, you lost? Start over. What?
Is that audible smell?
Ghosts and goblins.
Yeah, very much Ghosts and Goblin style.
We do your dirty work in the sewers.
Yeah, lady.
Come back smelling worse than a wet hen
Elf
in a
lady.
warm barn.
Fake elf lady.
This could have a serious impact on the lady factor.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh.
I think it was my lunch, actually.
What did you eat?
Nice
I don't
work
think
in
he
the
knows.
sewers,
Maybe
eh?
oysters.
I guess you're looking.
He just ate the last delivery boy.
There's a blast of mobs.
Like King Shark.
Some
There's probably
crates
someone that's made a war comic of it. Why not?
and it's yours.
Was he an old wrestler before?
I guess so.
Okay, that's starting to check out.
That makes sense.
I can't camera pan up to see these things outside
Press,
of the...
you can't press the...
Oh, I guess I could press L. Oh, God, it's reverse controls.
The frame rate's fine now.
Odd.
Weird.
Huh. Yeah,
I guess
holy
he
crap.
was.
Yeah, I guess he was, yeah. Interesting.
I don't remember that, but then again, this is the first time I'm looking at HD.
These are... I hate these opposite controls, but whatever. I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to use
Yeah,
this.
you're never gonna do it again.
Yeah. Your character has to fully stop, right? Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
even move. Both joysticks are the controls.
You can re-invert them or whatever.
Yeah,
the
I'm not
but
gonna
it's
fucking worry about
so
it.
rare. It's like, why bother?
There's nothing suspicious around these parts. Don't you worry about it. That's mine.
Take that.
Sir, get
See-
out of my vehicle.
You just jack that car. Cop's like, man, don't worry.
I wasn't in their vision. I timed it just when I ran past. I was like, okay, this is cool. We got this. Let's get a move on. I guess we probably have to go through the city still. It's just...
Yeah, I
How
think
do
so.
we-
I think it's over this way.
I'm trying to, like, options, nothing.
I don't think there's any way to pull up the map.
Yeah,
I mean, you
they-
just kind of gotta...
It would make sense that you can't.
You've seen the majority, like, there's still one more sector to open for the city, but as you can tell, like, this is a big city.
I'm leaving it. I thought I'd be able to find it.
I think
over
go the
here,
other
but
way, yeah.
It's going back.
Cool
it also
thing.
it kind of moves a little bit too on the map.
You can fire your gun while you're on here. I wouldn't suggest it right
What?
now. Yeah, Daxter can fire.
That's crazy.
If you notice, like, he's got your gun out.
Oh, it's right there. Duh.
Ah,
It's
I
just-
see.
it just
It's
looked
kind
like
of
it
fed
was-
into
yeah.
a wall. No, I see how.
It looked like it was kind of
That
off.
makes sense. They did say go back to the gun range, so
I didn't realize this was the gun range right
I
away.
think we get a new gun already.
Yeah. It's the tiny Pete. Oh no, I got a lot. Oh, it was attached to it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I was like, it's the silent cricket.
Daxter's a good all-around choice with a nice rate of fire. This weapon requires more aiming ability. You can switch weapon modes at any time.
Switch weapon modes. Oops.
You can combo your attacks by kicking, then firing your weapon. Kick the first target, then shoot while kicking to automatically hit the second target.
Okay, kick a target, then press R1. Hiya!
That's a Wastelander move. They won't know what hit.
That quick,
You
just
can
quick
use
draw.
ammo in crates. Would you like to test your skills on the gun course?
Sure.
Yeah.
Do I have to?
It's probably a good idea for you to do this with the yellow gun, just to like get it used to it, because it does play differently.
I see, yeah. Sure,
I
yes,
think.
maybe.
Yeah, there we go.
go.
Blaster training.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Oh, hey, wait, no, turn around.
I think it's got a little bit of an auto lock, so
A little bit of something, yeah.
it's not. This is what I meant by like, it's not bad, but this is one thing
It's
that
definitely kind of wobbly.
yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. Like, it's not terrible, but it's definitely one of those things where like, oh,
it
this
scans
is
real fast and
yeah,
hard.
this is weird. You're
Yeah.
like, okay, this is not. I haven't played anything like this before. This is an interesting decision by the dev team.
Yeah, why would they choose this?
And then you're like, oh right, the original Ratchet and Clank didn't have strafing either. So like, that's another reason why like the original Ratchet and Clank's a little hard to go back to and play, because it does this style of gameplay where you're like, oh, I just kind of have to move my character to hope I'm pointing the right direction. Whereas then by the second game, they figure out strafing. This fixes everything. And it's like, yeah, no, it actually does. It
God,
fixes literally
Jesus.
everything.
Yeah. I mean, it does help out when being able to fucking goddamn with this lock on.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing okay at it though.
No, you're doing fine.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. It's not me. I swear to God. I could be aiming this way and then the gun will move to the left, and it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. It's all about like looking at the reticle, but
Yeah.
even that is still not great because, like you said, it has a little bit of a soft lock.
What did I shoot there? That was weird.
I think you're at a barrier, but it might have just been a weird invisible wall. Yeah, you're almost at the thing. If you can.
I think that's it.
9,000 for bronze, but you got the clear, so
Nice, kid.
I think if you like max these out, you can like get. I don't think you get any rewards. I think it's mostly trophies or skill points. But the nice thing about this is you can see it's like, oh, well, even though it's
I get how it
weird,
works now, yeah.
Yeah, even
Sorry,
though it's
ma'am,
weird,
you're in
it's
my
like,
way.
oh, this does more damage, and it's if I'm like trying to single target stuff.
It definitely,
It's not my favorite gun. I don't like it at all.
Jeez, what is this fucking... Why are they making it so fast?
I'm not saying it's not useful. One thing I do like with it is if you jump and then spin around and shoot, you can like...
Oh.
Yeah, so that's really useful. You can't do that with the other gun, but you can do it with this one.
Jesus.
So like, it's a nice like AoE move you can kind of do. You're like, oh,
That's
I'm just
cool.
gonna spin around and shoot. Like, try it with those crates
Yeah.
just to see.
Oh, nope. So
like,
it locks onto some, but it's good because you're single targeting everything, but now it kind of gives you an AoE status.
exactly, and since you can't do like, you can't do that with this gun, I don't think.
Do we want to go back to the
Yeah, you go back
bar?
to-
What
so
the
you have-
fuck was that?
No, that was just a weird frame rate glitch. So you have two options. So now either you can go talk to Torn. I was about to call him Corn. You can
Everybody's got to have a K in their
You
name
can
now.
talk to Corn or Crew. One or the other. Either way, they're gonna give you like one's gonna give you a mission, another will give you a mission. It gives you a little variety where it's like, oh, you get to choose. When really it's like you still got to do both A and B, but you
Yeah.
can choose whether you want to do B first
Well,
or
we're
A
already
first.
here. It's like, why wouldn't we?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Come on, Martini Man. Nothing so far.
PG. This game is definitely not PG. It's
No.
more like PG-13.
That's the intended
I have a proposition for you, Jack.
target audience.
Racing is the biggest sport in the city.
Oh, fuck.
Errol is the undisputed grand champion. He's crazy and dangerous on the track. My kind of guy.
I want you to sabotage
Only a
him.
fool would dare race against him, eh?
Yeah.
And that's where you two come in.
Damn it.
A client of mine is looking for a fast driver for her racing team. Here's a security pass to get you into the stadium section. And your contract with just a few trifles for me. I've
what
already
those
signed
could
your
be.
name to save time.
There's like a weird... Did you, on his face, there was a weird, like, low-res glitch.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad the cutscenes look good, though.
Fast food tie-ins, use of likeness rights,
In
talk show
general.
deals, clothing lines, all print rights, including book, novella, comic, pamphlet, ticket tape, neon sign, and bathroom graffiti designs. Toy rights, shoe lines, move rings, game rights. Game rights!
Game
Vitamin
rights.
endorsements, city kickback movie deals, and of course, all death
Vitamin
and dismemberment
supplements.
accident insurance claims.
We can work out the.
That sounds like something Joe Rogan would give me.
If you can get from here to the race garage near the stadium in less than 3 minutes.
Oh, my God.
My client said she would consider letting you drive for her team.
Well, it looks like I'm failing this one a couple times.
Yeah. Maybe. You might do it, though. Just...
I need to get the right car. I gotta do it
You
on
have
the
to do it this
friggin'
guy because it won't be
motorcycle.
faster without it.
We'll see you guys next time. Beep bop boop. I can't believe it. This is gonna be bad. I gotta race through all of these crowds plus the cops.
Yeah, I don't really have a great response other than like,
they
yeah.
knew it was a problem, and they're like, let's just make it a mandatory mission.
I think it is just one of those things that the devs had done it so much that they had gotten used to it.
Yeah.
And there wasn't enough like Q&A. And by the time, I think this game was released within like